Hello guys, welcome back to today's video. My name is Samuel Adebayo, and today being the 27th of May 2026, I want to show you guys my rate for today on my account, which is already activated for arbitrage. If this is your first time joining us, we are actually into arbitrage. That is, we buy USDT at a cheap price and we sell higher for profit. And this is the least riskiest business that I've ever done, and we've been on this for the past 3 years. If you are just joining us, welcome on board. So I'll be showing you guys how today's transaction went, and we're using a platform called EXNESS. EXNESS is a forex broker which you access the market, but we are taking advantage of a loophole on the back end to get USDT at a cheaper price and then sell at a higher price for profit. So let me open my EXNESS account. Yeah, so this is my account. So first off, if you are joining us for the first time, I would love to show you my transaction history so you can have a glimpse of how this works. So this was a transaction that we did today. That is, we deposited on this platform using Nigerian naira, that is using our local currency here. Then I went ahead and placed a withdrawal to USDT. That is, I funded this account at a lower funding rate. That is at the rate of I think about 1,101 as of today. That is 1,101 Nigerian naira per USD, and then I'm selling on P2P at the rate of 1,370 Nigerian naira. So that's what this arbitrage consists of. We are getting USDT at a low price and we are selling higher. For more information on how to get started on this, check out the description of this video. I've left a link that will give you access to my tutorials, which I have done step-by-step guide on how you can get started on the arbitrage. So this is my transaction for 27th of May. I made a deposit of 170 million Nigerian naira on today at around 9:04 a.m. Then I came and placed a withdrawal of USDT at about 10:26 a.m. this morning. Now let's go ahead and check my rate, the rate at which we are getting USD today. So I click on deposit here and then I select all payment method. Then I select bank card. First off, when you open a new EXNESS account, for you to learn how to open an EXNESS account for arbitrage, to get this arbitrage activated on your account, check out the link in the description. It's going to take you straight to a tutorial which will guide you step by step on how you get started and how to create your account. You don't just create a normal account when creating your arbitrage account. There's a step-by-step procedures which you are going to follow to create your account. So check out the link in the description before you go create your EXNESS account for arbitrage. But if you already have an existing EXNESS account, that's not an issue. You can still follow the process to create a new EXNESS account which you are going to use to get arbitrage activated on your account. So if you already have an existing account, you can just go to the bank card and check if you have this Nigerian naira on your account. But if you don't have this Nigerian naira on your account, just know that that account is not yet activated for arbitrage. Do want to check out the tutorial on how to activate your EXNESS account for arbitrage. So click on the bank card to check our rate for today. So what I simply do is to simply come here and enter 170 million Nigerian naira, 170 million Nigerian naira, and when I enter it, this is what I'm going to be getting when I deposit 170 million Nigerian naira on my account. When I deposit this, I get 154,304.18 USD on my account. So that is exactly how that's arbitrage work. But before that, let's calculate the rate at which we are getting USD for today. Let's calculate the rate. Let me go grab my calculator. So there you go, 170 million, that is the amount of Nigerian naira we're depositing, divided by the amount we'll be getting, 154,304.18 Today we got USD at the rate of 1,101 Nigerian naira per USD. 0.71, yeah, 1,101.71 Nigerian naira per USD. The rate might have shifted a bit because we did arbitrage earlier today, but I was actually busy on something, so I couldn't post my results earlier. So I just posted about a few minutes ago, and let's go check it out. I think when we're doing an arbitrage, let me confirm the rate with which we got it. Okay, it's just the cent, it's just the kobo that is the difference. It was about a kobo difference, that is 1,101.72, but here it's 1,101.7199, about approximately 1,101.72, sorry, because they have a 9 behind that. So this is the rate at which we are getting naira USD on this platform. Then we'll go ahead and withdraw to USDT. As you saw here, we deposited 170 million today. Then we went ahead and withdraw the amount of USD to USDT, which is 154,304.17, as you guys can see. And then after I made this withdrawal, I go ahead on my P2P and I sold off. So that is exactly how this arbitrage works. You get USD low at a lower funding rate, then you go ahead and place a withdrawal and sell off on P2P for profit. So that is exactly how this works. So let's go ahead and check it out. So this morning I deposited 170 million naira. This is our Telegram channel. If you are not a member, do want to join this Telegram channel, because this is where I post my daily result, and also if there are new updates, I post them here before they go live on my YouTube channel. A link to join it will be in the description, and also the pinned comment as well, so you can also join from there. So I deposited 170 million naira this morning, and I got a total balance of 154,304.17, and this came at the rate of 1,101.72 Nigerian naira per USD. Then I went ahead and made a withdrawal of 154,304.17 USD TRC20. You already saw that on my transaction history. Then I came to P2P and I sold a total of 154,304.17 USDT at the rate of 1,370.50 Nigerian naira. Remember that we deposited on our Exness account at the rate of 1,101.72 Nigerian naira per USD. Then we went ahead and sell at 1,370.50 Nigerian naira per USDT. Then at the end of it all, I got a total return of 211,473,864.98 Nigerian naira. So that's exactly how this arbitrage works. You deposit, you withdraw, and you sell off for profits. The next step is to go review our Bybit account. Let's go review our Bybit account. Okay, so guys, currently we are on 15,740,017.11 USD on this account. Remember, I told you guys that we are taking this account to 20 million USD. So we are on the journey of that. If you are just joining us, we are taking this account to 20 million USD before the end of 2026, and definitely we'll get it before the end of 2026. So let's go check out my transaction history. As you guys can see here, we are on 15,740,017.11. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this out. So this is my transaction history on my Bybit account. This was when I made a deposit. That was when I withdraw from my Exness account. It came in here as a deposit. That is 154,304.17 USDT. And note that my time here is at an hour behind. So it was supposed to be 10:41 a.m. when this deposit came in, but it came here as 9:41 a.m. So let's go ahead and make our confirmations. Okay, so this withdrawal was processed and sent at 10:37, so it took some time for the network to confirm it, and then before it appeared here as a deposit. That is it. You can see it came in at 10:41. It left the platform as 10:37. So that is just how this whole thing works. It took about, I think, about 5 minutes to be credited into our Bybit account after the withdrawal. Then we sold on P2P. As you guys can see, we sold on P2P. Okay, my phone is lagging a bit. We sold on P2P, and after we sold on P2P, I calculated my net profit. That was about 38,000 USDT. Then I came here and I made deposit back. Remember, this is where I'm saving my daily profits. Anytime I make profit, I pay my 30% share of profit as well. So you guys should know that you are not the only one paying it. I'm also paying my 30% share of profit. So I had to deposit back this because I'm making sure that we need to get to 20 million USD before the end of the year. And for all of you who are just joining, those of you who have messaged me, who have shown interest in joining the arbitrage, note that when you get started on this arbitrage, any profit you make from this arbitrage, ensure you are investing in real estate. Invest in something that will live beyond you, as I usually say. Invest in something that will live beyond you. Don't just spend and party away all the money you make from the arbitrage. Ensure you invest, because this is the only certain way for you to get your returns over time. That is, even if the arbitrage stops working today, you will still have something to fall back to. So that's why I say invest in real estate, every one of you who are joining. And for those who are already on board, I always tell you guys, when you pay a 30% share of profit, I remind you every day, ensure you are invested in 1 or 2 real estate, either in your country or outside the country. So for those who are also asking me, can I start with a 100 USD? I'm sorry, you cannot start with a 100 USD. Remember, you're required to pay 30% share of your daily profit. If you are starting with 100 USD, you'll be making about 10 USD per day. And if you're making 10 USD per day, 30% share of that will be 3 USD. It's not worth anything. At least so that those who are at the back end, who are ensuring that this arbitrage goes through on our account, can be able to benefit something from it. That is why I'm saying that we don't allow 10 USD. At least I do tell you guys that you should have at least 10,000 USD to get started on this arbitrage, so you can be able to make substantial profit, and your growth would be great as well. So guys, thank you very much for watching to this point. I still remain Samuel Adebayo. See you guys in my next video. Peace out.